slideshow play. Okay. And let me screen share. Here we go. Okay, tell me, can you guys see my screen here? Oops.
Yes.
You can see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to slideshow, play from start. Okay, and you can still see my screen?
Yes.
Amazing. Okay, so thank you for coming. Thank you for putting aside time for you and for your business. Truly, I know both of your, time is valuable, and I think it really says something that you're able to show up for you and appreciate you and do something for you to kind of fill you up and move, your business along. So this is the 5 most powerful ways to attract clients for authentic emerging coaches, such as yourselves. And my goal is to support you in creating a breakthrough around client attraction. So basically, as I kind of went along in my coaching career, I found that I was doing certain things that I was told I should do, or I was like following things from different people. I'm going to admit someone else here into the room. And I realized that those things weren't necessarily working for me. Like I was following a bunch of different things, post on Instagram, do this, and I felt a little disconnected from what I was doing. Hey, Eugene. Glad to see you here.
Oh,
how's it going?
I'm okay. How are you doing? How's your day going?
Good.
Sorry for interrupting. I'm late.
That?
Sorry for interrupting you. I'm just a bit late.
That's totally fine. So happy you're here. I totally want you to introduce yourself at the end of the call. We just did a few intros. So at the end of this talk, we need to hear from you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Amazing. Okay. So basically I was telling the other kind of two that I myself had been going through what people had told me would help me attract clients. And it just seems like a ton of busy work. And at the end of the day, I was like, what am I even doing? Like, what's happening in my business? I don't even know, am I moving towards client attraction? Am I not? And after working with some of the right mentors and really getting more kind of connected to myself, I was able to have a breakthrough in that. And my goal is to help you kind of, have that as well. So, okay, my agenda is intros. We're gonna have a talk. We're gonna do some, just discussion, masterminding, connecting, all of that, and then we'll close. So for anyone who's seen this call before, I swear I'm gonna change this picture at some point. I have the exact same pictures up, but this is me. I am a certified professional coach. I have a background in social work, and I'm also a published author. And I love coaching. I work with both business owners as well as, new coaches who are working on growing their business. I also work with people who are kind of stuck in the who am I identity, sort of figuring it out. I'm feeling overwhelmed. I really want to connect back to who I am in my business. And really let that kind of lead the way for all the activities that I do, the people who I work with, the money that I make, all that. This is, again, you might have seen this photo before. This is my husband, Mike, and my 5-month-old Violet. Okay, so for you guys, and I'll ask you to unmute, what comes to mind when you think attracting clients? What comes to mind when you think attracting clients?
For me, you are meeting someone's needs. Like you are matching their needs. That's how you attract clients. They have a need, and you have something to satisfy that need.
Yes. Meeting someone's needs, matching their needs. Yes, totally. Eugene, Marie, anyone, any thoughts on client attraction, attracting clients?
I absolutely agree. So it's something you need to understand what you can offer to your client, what you need to, which value you create from client's perspective. So just not hunting clients, like going crazy to find new clients. You need to believe that you are definitely creating something for them, and that perspective, that thinking will attract new clients.
Yes. So less hunting, more creating something for them.
Absolutely.
Totally. Yes, I love it. Anything else coming up for anyone before I move along?
I think they already exist, and it's up to me to show up as true as I can be to myself, and then it's not even attraction, it's just there, it's happening. And the reason why they're not coming right now is because they can't find me because I'm still looking a little bit for myself.
Yes. Okay, so Marie, for you, it's like just being, and just in the being, they're like already there. They're like created.
Yeah, I'm creating a lot. So that helps me finding my people, I think. But I don't even want to target anyone. I just want to be here for people who needs, who have needs in terms of self-development and understanding themselves and how energy works and all that. Anyway, yeah.
I love that. Okay, this is so like everyone's so on track with where I'm going too. So client attraction, right, is how we help people get what they want. So client attraction is how we help people get what they want. So I find, and if you were on the sales training, some of it's going to be similar to the sales training, just because these concepts really apply to so much of what we're doing in business. I find that this definition is so helpful because I can free myself from any of that, like, who said the word like targeting? I was like, ooh, like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't like feel good internally, feeling like I'm chasing or targeting. And it's really just helping people get what they want. And as coaches, this is something we've probably done for our whole lives before we had, the certification or decided to go into the career. We already do this. We're already good at helping, right? We're free, right? This definition is freeing. This is my little picture for us. So the question is, right, that if client attraction is just helping people get what they want, where do we get stuck? Why do we get stuck? What kind of happens for us here? And we're going to delve into that. And before we do, I know that all of us have heard, like, find a niche, know your demographic, where are they hanging out, right? All that kind of stuff. If you guys have heard all those kind of like tactics before, give me an emoji or a raise your hand. Yes, a thumbs up. Me too. So what I'm aiming to do is kind of get into the underpinnings of what's underneath that and what we can really do almost like internally to shift this whole thing for us. So if you're okay with that, if that sounds good to you, give me another thumbs up, high five, stick your tongue out, whatever feels best to you. Okay, cool. So where do we get stuck, right? So what comes to mind for you guys when you see this picture?
To-do list overwhelm.
Multitasking, probably.
Yep. Multitasking, to-do list, overwhelm.
Or what comes to my mind, what is her priority? So many things is raining on her, but like, like she didn't set like I feel like lack of priorities.
Yes. Lack of priorities, like not having it clear or straight. Yeah. Perfect. So, right. So busy work, right? sometimes we get stuck in doing all these things, and at the end of the day, we'll take inventory of everything we've done, and we're like, wait, I don't know what I actually got accomplished. Like, what is any of this stuff working? Being stuck in busy work, lack of direction. So not necessarily knowing, what are my goals? Where is it I want to be? Do I want to, do I want to have 10 discovery calls in the next 2 weeks? Do I want to focus totally on, I don't know, LinkedIn marketing, right? What is it that I am focused on? But we have a lack of direction a lot of times, right? We're kind of stuck, like, should I do this idea? Should I do that idea? And we're like totally good at generating all the ideas. But where's our direction? Unclear about priorities. Sehan, I think you said this, right? Like, what am I supposed to be prioritizing? What should have my focus, or what's going to move the needle forward the most for me if I'm focusing on that? Not tracking or measuring. So for me, I know sometimes I'd be like, wait, am I getting there or not? Because I don't even know if I should be like celebrating this thing or not, because I'm not sure what I'm aiming towards. So since I wasn't really measuring or tracking, I couldn't be clear about if I was getting the results that I even really wanted in my business. And the last one is lack of accountability. A lot of times I or sometimes clients will be like, okay, I'm going to do this thing, and if you don't have maybe that team or that person there for you, the accountability goes out the window, and then it's a month later and you're like, oh wait, I'm still in that same spot. So, okay. So I kind of thought about some of the things that are really like underneath all of that. And I think what it comes down to a lot of times is, I think what maybe, I don't know if Eugene was the one who said it, like the idea of overwhelm, right? Like being overwhelmed with so many things to do. Sometimes in this place of comparison, which I know, social media, you can be like, oh, this one person's doing this thing, so maybe I should be doing this thing in order to get this result that I don't even know is what I really want. Overthinking. So that can lead to procrastination. Like if we're spending all of our time kind of overthinking about what to do, we can feel stagnant and get stuck. Hiding out. Does anyone relate to any of these? Or has anyone ever experienced these before? Yeah.
Definitely. Yes.
Yes. The self-doubt, right? If we're like comparing, we're going to be playing that self-doubt game. And honestly, the sense of feeling like a lack of security or safety at times. I've noticed if I'm in this space where I'm really thinking about, I'm overwhelmed by everything I have to do, or I'm procrastinating, or I'm feeling like it has to be perfect, you really don't feel secure or good or safe or any of that. So, okay, here's where we make kind of a shift. And the idea is like, how do we get out of those? How do we take like our mind from focusing on things that aren't necessarily working for us to actually making strides forward? And I'm going to share 4 mindset shifts that are going to help move us forward in a better kind of like receiving direction. Okay, so mindset shift number 1, I can't even see it because this video, is you already have everything you need. You already have everything you need, right? These are like the truth. I'm going to just pause. You guys, these are the truths that like we all know. We all know these things, right? You're probably like, I know that. But like really just being open to learning and remembering these truths, I find can be so helpful and so freeing, because it connects us back to ourselves, right? It connects us back to like what's real. So for this mindset shift, right, you already have everything you need. So at the beginning of the call, I think maybe Eugene, you were talking about the energy of maybe need, or right, like I need a client so I can pay my utility bill. I need a client so I can make this money and hit my goal, right? And we know, that if we're in that space of need, it's like palpable, the other person can feel it. And then it doesn't become about our definition, which is helping people get what they want. It's helping us get what we feel we need, right? So if we were coming from a space of already having everything we need, right? I'm already okay. I'm already good. I'm already brilliant. I'm already, beautiful. I'm already whole. What might that do for the way you're kind of interacting in the world and showing up? So any thoughts come to mind for anyone on that question or anything else?
Yeah, I think that's just the something I practiced a lot lately, and it's amazing when you're able to shift to abundance and wholeness very quickly. When you're in a dip, it's just dissolving any fear and self-doubt and need for comparison and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree. It's something we already know, but each time I say that to myself or I see it written somewhere, it's so powerful to reconnect from the heart to it. Yeah. So thank you for that.
Yes. I'm so with you, right? Like, this is such a practice. And it's why we're all here, because we have to practice remembering these truths that we already know in order to expand, right? It's not just like a one-time thing where we're like, yep, done. Like, I've bought the groceries and now they're like in the bag and now I'm going home and never grocery shopping again. Like, no, we have to go back out and shop. We need to like fill ourselves up again. So you already have everything you need. Okay. Mindset shift number 2 is you are uniquely meant to serve your people. You are uniquely meant to serve your people. So I know when I was kind of new to the game, I was like, there's so many people out there, right? Like, there's so many coaches out there. What makes me different? Or what, like, how do I kind of stand out? Or why would someone work with me above someone else? And I've come to understand that it really is almost like a marriage or dating or something like that, right? Like, you have that unique way of showing up, or unique way of delivering information, or unique way of being that really is meant for that one specific person. And they know it, and you kind of know it too. And we're going to talk more about how to more about what your unique kind of like stance is, and how to use it. But this is mindset shift number 2. You are uniquely meant to serve your people. So in that sense, there's really no competition. Like, there's really no fighting. There's really no force. Like, if you're meant for the people you're meant for, then that's kind of the match right there. It just is. And mindset shift number 3 is when you get paid, everyone wins. When you get paid, everyone wins. So sometimes with clients who I begin to work with, they will say, I don't want to charge for this, or I feel that I'm overcharging for certain things. And it's natural that we feel that way, because if we have done this all of our lives, then asking someone to pay is like, wait, I would do this out of the goodness of my heart because it feels so good and I love it. But I think the truth is that when someone steps into the transformation or into saying yes to you, they're simultaneously saying yes to their own transformation. They're simultaneously saying, like, I believe in myself enough that when I sign up with you, I know I'm going to say yes to the results that I want. So when they kind of make that value exchange of payment, you win and they win. So that's mindset shift number 3. And mindset shift number 4 is to let client attraction be your number 1 focus. Let client attraction be your number one focus. So, and we're going to talk more about that one too. Let me just pause because I've been talking a lot. What, if any, questions or thoughts are coming up around any of what I've shared so far? None. Everyone's like, this is the best webinar I've ever been on, and I am eating up everything. Okay.
It's actually a great self-affirmation regarding, yeah, everything you said before. Absolutely.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, yes. Oh, that's the best, when you can feel like affirmed in what you already know to be true. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm so glad. Okay, amazing. Right. So mindset shift number 4, client attraction, the same thing as our definition of let helping people get what they want be your number one focus. So, oops. Okay. So the question is, what are the actions that we're taking? So if you guys want to just kind of pull up in your mind what some of the actions are that you're taking on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, what are some of the things that you're doing? You could write them down. Just kind of thinking about what is it that you can see I shared one here, but what is it that I'm doing every day, right? What am I doing every day? And I'll give you like a minute or two to kind of think about that. Okay, so we'll continue, and you can definitely go back to this list on your own, obviously. But what are the actions that we're taking? So I find that a lot of the people who I connect with may be doing things like editing Instagram captions or creating posts on Canva or perfecting our website, creating our logo, offering discovery sessions, coming up with content for our Facebook group, writing our elevator pitch. What, if any, do you guys connect to that you find yourselves doing daily? Or are there any of these that you may engage in?
I'm so happy to say that I'm not doing any of that.
Yes.
Anymore. My list is wow. I just thank you for that. I had some realization. Look at my list. Thank you.
Oh,
How much
good.
changed.
Oh, I'm glad. Yes. Okay. So the question kind of becomes, what are the results of those actions, right? So if you're looking at what you are doing, right, you've written down, okay, and take some time maybe to even do this like after we get off the call. Here's what I'm doing, right? What are the results of those actions? What's occurred because of what you're doing, right? So what I find is that a lot of times we can find ourselves delving into activities that we're like, wait, these haven't equated to actually enrolling a client. Wait, these activities have just been so much busy work, and like no one has signed up with me, or we haven't enrolled someone, right? So I kind of wanted to reframe this and think about what actions do we take in our business? And the answer is high touch, high impact activities. High touch, high impact activities. So you can imagine that these are the activities where we're actually talking to people. We're actually connecting with people. We're actually getting on the phone with people. You know, it's so easy to go into hiding behind our computer or writing the perfect thing or making sure that, you know, this is all right. Or I'm on social media, I'm looking through all the things. But if we look at the time we're spending every day, what is the amount of time that we're really connecting with people? Okay. And what do these activities look like? So before we start in on what some of these activities are, and we're gonna get tangible, but the first kind of thing I wanted to mention is stepping into your USP. So your unique selling proposition. Basically, what is it for you that is like, I mean, people will talk about this in a different way, but I like to think of it like, what's your special gift, right? What for you is like that thing where people are like, oh, like that person, right? Like I really feel great with them. So maybe for you, you're like such a good resource. You give people so much information, and it's super valuable for them. Or maybe for you, you help people tap into a more spiritual side of themselves and see things more clearly, right? When I think about my USP, I think that I care about you. Like I'm gonna really, really care about you. I'm gonna really care about our work together. And like no one can really take that away, right? Like I'm gonna care about your success. I care about you. So before I do anything, I remember to step into like who I am, right? I care about people. So I try not to go about any activity in like a hustle sort of like frantic space of like making shit happen and crossing shit off the list. I try to first step into my USP. Okay. So before you go into these things, stepping into your USP. So before we start this, I'm just thinking of this off the fly, but like, let's toot our own horns, you guys. What's your USP? When you guys think about this, what's your USP?
Can you say again what USP stands for?
Yeah. So it's like your unique selling proposition, like the thing that kind of sets you apart a little bit, or maybe what your friends or clients would say, like, oh, here's what Seyhan like did for me. Like, here's the reason that our work together is so phenomenal. Hey, Raz, how are you? Good to see you here. So anyway, I know Marie's smiling. Marie's like, I know what my USP is.
Am I? Do I? I think it's a bit of caring, like you said, but I do care for enlightenment and healing. And by doing this work, we elevate both of us. So it's like this partnership that is elevating for both parties. So I think a lot of caring and passion involved.
Yeah.
And that you never let you down and let you go until you know the secret.
Yes. So maybe for you, your kind of like USP secret sauce is I'm your partner. Like I'm going to partner with you in this. So almost people who really want that partner to be with them, and they do their best work when they have that person.
Yeah, that like I'm with you on the path. I'm holding the hand when you need to have the hand held, and we're creating something absolutely empowering and beautiful because you want it and I want it. It's like we're walking that golden path together.
Yes.
But I am here only when you need me. I'm not that all over your face either. But I'm here. I'm here.
So like presence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I love that. What about Seyhan, Eugene, what's your...
I'm still thinking, so it's just kind of great reflection for me. Probably I would mention at the point that my ability to offer kind of gift of insight to my partner. So caught in that situation when people get in that aha moment in our conversation, probably something I would mention in this regard. But still, it's not final USP. And, thank you for bringing it up. So it's something I need to think about.
Yeah.
I think
it's Seyhan.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
It's a great question. Exactly. I was thinking mine too. And it's an amazing and powerful question. But I have to answer it only based on what my clients said to me, right? Because it cannot be hypothetical. So when I think about all those clients that I coach so far, I think one thing stands out is that they feel heard, because something about my listening, I have a powerful listening to people. So and then I express what I hear also in a really clear way, so they feel like, wow, like you get me, you understand what they tell me like I'm fully present, and I have this I create this platform of like great like communication, that okay, I hear you, and I communicate back based on what I hear, so they feel heard.
Yes. So you create a space of listening, you create a space of reflection. So most likely your people are people who really value being heard.
And they feel understood, because it happens to us, like we are like, hey, you are not listening to me, you don't know what I'm talking about. With me, they immediately, wow, like you get me. And then from what I get, I take their hand and walk them to a new space.
Yes. I love that. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So so almost like developing that trust with them, like they have that trust in you.
True. Actually, yes, exactly. Because I'm also a very upfront person in my personal life as well. So they have like, I don't cut the corners, but similarly, if they do something great, I say it out there. I'm not stingy with compliments, but same thing, I'm not stingy with feedback.
I love it. Yeah, you're gonna give both. Yes.
Yes.
So everyone has like their thing, and I know like we're still kind of thinking about, okay, what is that thing? And yeah, I was gonna say, Eugene, it sounds like for you too, it's that insight, like creating a space of being able for that person to have these insights that are probably so necessary for them. Like they've been stuck in the mud, they don't know, and then like you come along and they're like, oh, that's the thing, right? So even I like for myself, before I go about kind of these client attracting activities, other words, helping people help themselves activities, remembering that part of me that clients value. Okay. So, these are some of the high touch, high impact activities. The first is focus, and these are so simple, you guys, so simple. And I'll give you the list of like all the tangible ones in a little, but these are so simple. And I think just getting back to these really true truths, right? Focus on what's in front of you. So we live around a bunch of other people. We may be in COVID, so we can't necessarily see those people, right? But there are billions of people on this planet, right? And we have family, we have friends, we have friends of friends, we have old coworkers, we have tons of people in our immediate space. And a lot of times I'll hear clients say like, where do I find my ideal clients? I hate to say, but unfortunately I need to drop off. Oh, that's totally perfect, Eugene. Thank you so much for joining. Eugene, if you want to leave your email, I can send you the main ebook. If not, totally fine, but just in case you want that ebook, perfect. So good meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks for coming. Okay, so focusing on what's in front of you. So like friends, family, low-hanging fruit. Have you guys heard the term low-hanging fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So basically, our clients, like how many times has someone said to you, oh, you're a coach, I should work with you? Or, oh, you're a coach, my sister really could use like what you're talking about. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Yes.
Those are your clients. Those are your clients. Like, we tend to look past the people that are right under our nose because we're like, our clients are out there. They're here. So focusing on what's in front of you that tends to be sometimes invisible to us, okay? The next is, and Sehan, you were talking about listening, talking and listening to your ideal clients. So, and I'm going to try to hurry this up a little because I want us to have discussion time afterwards. But so I used to find this idea of marketing a little bit like icky or like I'm not sure or whatever. But what I realized is that marketing is really a way to kind of how in coaching we acknowledge what our client says and we reflect it back to them. With marketing, we're literally acknowledging a client's need and reflecting it back to them. So talking and listening to what your ideal clients say that they want, and then helping them find those solutions to their problems. Creating opportunities to engage and share value that matters to them. So, right, hosting maybe a call like this, getting on video, not necessarily hiding, showing up, showing up for people, being a resource and an advocate. So giving information to people of what they may need, right? Being a resource for people, and an advocate for what it is they want, and creating and sharing offerings. And I'll just say something on this really quick. I've had coaches who I have wanted to work with, and they never offered me the opportunity to work with them. I couldn't find a link on their website to, have a call. I was never given the opportunity to work with them, so I didn't. So making sure to offer your services, actually saying like, here's an opportunity to work with me and here's what it looks like. Okay, so this is a more detailed list of what some of those things could be. All of these things are ways to get in touch with your ideal client, ways to get connected to your ideal client. And I have an ebook that I can share with you guys if you want, that has these fully fleshed out. So they're really walk you through like how to do each one of these and more. There are 20 ways basically altogether to be able to connect with your ideal client. So why don't we kind of pause things here? And I'm going to stop the share. So what came up for you guys?
What came up for me is that it's funny, things that you think, oh yeah, I know this, but then the way you ask is very powerful for me. It's like, wow, actually, I don't know as much as I think I know. And so, I got shift in my perception of some of the things. For example, USP is like, what is your most selling point? But why people would want to work with you? And it's I think we have to, what I gather from this call is I'm going to keep this asking question to myself. It's not like, okay, this is the thing forever. No, it might evolve. It might replace with something else. And it's important to keep an eye on it.
Yes, right. Like your USP could evolve.
Yes. And then, or you may be, you might not get it right in the beginning, right? You might think, oh yeah, people love that I listen to them, but maybe there's something else you are doing so great with them. So I realize I have to keep observing this.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. It's a moving kind of target process. Yeah.
True.
Yeah, we like flowers, aren't we? Like, we are growing, opening. Yeah, a lot of I really like the question, what actions are you taking every day? Because I was already focusing on the work, obviously, but actually it's a lot about feeling and being more intuitive and trusting. So it's a lot of basically mastery. It's not so much performance. And I know I'm going to have to get to the action but I've burnt out before doing the Facebook and all the marketing. So I'm really enjoying the channeling. I get early hours in the morning. I'm enjoying just creating something that I know is me. Now my USP is going to definitely evolve as well. And the thing I think I need to work on is share my offering. Although I've done it, I feel because I'm creating a course and I need to be more, I want to be more powerful at the end of whatever opportunity I create. So now I've got a little coaching group, a free coaching group every week, and I'm going to do it until Christmas. And I decided already next week I'm going to start sharing my offering. So I got to show up and really, now I've got an idea what they want, kind of create something around that without having to create the whole thing over again, which is, for me, this is a big thing at the moment. It's with everything we learn, everything we have, how do we do that program so someone really benefit from it? It's coming. Someone is like from the corporate or from anywhere can benefit from it without being too out there with the spiritual or the law of attraction and all that stuff. But just like your webinar, it's those powerful questions when people are ready to open their mind and open to possibilities. It's very powerful and it's felt, right? It's all about feeling, really. Awareness and feeling. Yeah, so thank you for giving me a bit more of that.
I love that, and it's so true. I agree with you. I think it is all. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think it is all about feeling that like felt sense, of a shift or of a connection. I'm so with you on that.
Yeah, and I think I always complicate things because of my Cartesian mind and wanting to give so much, and just simple. That's what I'm learning with group coaching. Just one thing at a time and simple. And give them reflection time and powerful interaction with each other. Step out, just hold the space. It's so powerful, beautiful, and easy. It's easy. It's easy. You just hold the space powerfully.
So true. It's so true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm glad that you got something out of this call. I think I've talked to both of you separately about the program that I'm running. You both know about it. So if you want any more details, message me. If you know someone who you think would benefit, at this point, you kind of know who I am, you know the way that I work. If you know someone who you feel like could really use this, let me know. I will send you my ebook that goes into details about like all these different kind of activities if you are interested in that. It's 20 ways to attract clients. It's much more tangible than this presentation. This presentation was really about like getting reconnected to you. So yeah, let me know if you want that.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want emails? Oh yeah, you got our emails, right?
I have, yes, I have your emails. If you guys, I don't know if you guys want each other's emails or to stay connected.
That'd be great. Yeah.
I
Okay.
would love to connect with you, Marie. And I mean,
Yeah,
you are in London, no? Because I don't know any place in
sorry,
London.
it's on. Yeah, I'm 45 minutes train from London. So, but I would love to connect with you. I would really love to. Yeah. So I put
Absolutely.
my email in the chat box. Sorry, Aliya, you are the catalyst of connection, aren't you?
Oh, I'm telling you, like, this is what these calls are all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too.
This is true. I mean, this is truly what these are all about. So
I'll copy this now.
So when are you coming to London, Aliya? Next year, 2021 is your year. We're going to do a massive group coaching event in